Okay, so this is not a video like to clown on anybody. I'm not trying to be a bully. This is the real story. When I got on PlayStation 3, I met this guy, Luke. I'm not gonna get his last name, I almost did. Long shot. And we've developed a good relationship gaming, and we've gone through some trials and tribulations. We've argued in this, and I always wonder if like Delirious and Vanoss have like these moments outside the camera of what we see. But I came up with the idea, I want to post a video. You know they have. That's just natural human evolution. But the money and the idea of their channels, you know, Wildcat, all that, they've put aside their differences for money. Me and this guy have come to the point where there's no money involved and barely set aside our differences. So like, the point I'm trying to make is, if you go places on YouTube, if you try and do what I'm essentially trying to do, but if it doesn't happen, I don't really give a shit. But you better choose your friends wisely, and that's all I can say. Choose them wisely, because everybody in today's society is pretty cutthroat. And this guy I just recently met, you saw in the video, the Rager. I'll pick his brain in a second. I'm gonna send him an invite. He'll probably join pretty quick. Well, as quick as PlayStation 4 allows. Look at this, and it always says 80%. Watch the feed. Boom, 80%, 100. Like, I don't understand what that's all about. I'm not a hacker. I'm not a computer guru. So we'll see if he joins in. But the point being, if you can't hash out petty shit with a person you're trying to YouTube or even just hang out with, just look at KYR Speedy and the crew he runs with. Their channels have slowly separated and not congealed, and they're losing views to Vanoss, Delirious, all them. I respect Delirious because he's never done a face reveal. If you really search hard enough, you can find Vanoss that he's an Asian dude, which that's fine. I don't give a shit. And he's right. I did not picture that. He sounds like a white dude, but I can't argue because I work with a black guy named Todd George, the two whitest names ever. But he fits the gap pretty well. So what I'm getting out of here is a definitive moment. Precut Ziplock's channel is, I want to give good content. I want to have fun. I don't want to necessarily do like face reveals and stuff, because I think that's what people expect, and that's like kind of the, I don't know, the recipe that people use. And I've watched other YouTubers, a guy who, if he's watching this, knows who I'm talking about. I have physical flaws, and I shouldn't be self-conscious about them, but I don't need to present them to the world for them to clown on stuff I've dealt with my whole life. YouTube should just be behind the curtain, Wizard of Oz. Don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Me and Longshot, we're gonna talk about some deep stuff the rest of our lives, whether it's on here, on the phone, exchange numbers. That has its own place in life. On YouTube, apparently everybody thinks that it needs to be on the forefront. I've had arguments with other YouTubers about this, but it's YouTube. It's like the quote internet thug. It's not a real person. It is, but it's something fictional that people that watch can attach themselves and relate to or not relate to, vice versa, all the way across the board. Time YouTube gets real with itself and stops thinking that this recipe always works. The same sound effects. I've talked to Taz about this. The same sound effects, like the big YouTubers use that like whoosh sound for like a good stab. I made a video clown on this, doing it on sniper shots, on Battlefield or Black Ops 2, shock charge. Like, it's just recycled. If people would just be original, be themselves, and run that risk, that's how some of the big ones got big. Like Angry Nerd Video Gamer. Love your channel. Some of it's way outdated, but it's still dated because I'm old and I played the games that you went back and played. I'm like, am I the only one that couldn't land a jet on Top Gun? Just be yourself. Stop trying to emulate people. And I emulate sometimes, but it's more of an homage, or I just think it's so funny. I want to see if my crew likes it, and I'll tell them right away. Alright, that's the only video you'll ever see of that. I got this idea from Stone Mountain. Like commentating games, that shit makes me laugh. Stone, high five. Glad you're going to E3. But that's just a pre-cut Ziploc, honest moment. Jack Frags, I wish you'd do some more like Boom Diatas. You've reached a level. I'm still interested in your content, but you're funny. So like, stick with funny. That, you know, everybody that I showed you knows you as that too. I don't know. We'll just see what happens with YouTube in the future, and I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. This is Pre-Cut Ziploc signing out, drinking a Miller Lite just like Mama. Peace, peace, peace. It's only me, Blade. Love you. Videos made me refired my YouTube, so high five to you. Stop advertising.